We now return to Kaiserpunk. We're going to start a new map. Okay. So, where you start apparently does actually matter. It helps add on to the difficulty, depending on where you are. Like in Asia, I guess, is far more difficult than, say, at the corner of a map, like in South America or Australia. And you'll see that the borders are, like, in this universe borders. They're not historical or anything. I mean, you can be in the western U.S. and like start the Mormon Empire or something, or you can, Mexico took over former Confederacy, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll start here. I think it kind of operates like Risk in that your points of conflict are limited based upon the number of borders that you have, and so having only a few down here will be good. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go... Well, I don't know. I'm looking at land here. I think the more land we get early on, the better. Start up in Alaska. Maybe in the White Horse area. I don't know. I'm just afraid that there's going to be a lot there. So I did start a map down here, and there's only 3 neighbors we have to really worry about to start with. But unfortunately, like, the map's just kind of like I started here in Rancagua, and the resources are spread out to hell and back, and it's kind of annoying. So maybe we could try here in Villa Carlos Paz. All right, fine, we'll give that a shot. Jackson Turner will be Jackson Turner, and we'll start in Harbor Crest. Fine. Okay. So your starting heritage gives you different bonuses and sort of directs you towards your play style, I guess. I'm going to go with Age of Enlightenment. Gives faster development of breakthroughs and farming resources, but reduces our military power. That's okay. I don't think I'm going to be playing long enough for the military aspect. It actually takes a lot to get going, just the base stuff. I am actually starting over on this just because I struggled so much. And then here's the faction look for all my weaponry and whatnot. It'd be kind of nice, though, like if you could just change every aspect of this rather than be tucked in depending on the heritage here. Like if you could choose your bonuses and your vehicles and your overall look, especially since this is very very Axis and Allies, and you don't really... I mean, that's it. Kind of like my complaint where if you started in Asia, your buildings would still look Western European. It'd be nice to just have a little more customization and all of that. Anyway, continuing on. I don't know. Something regal. Maybe let's pick something like that, and we'll pick. Okay, I mean clearly that's the base color there. Pick the blue. These are very muted colors. What does this color even deal with? I don't think that has any kind of... gold? No. Whatever, good enough. Okay, we'll start on normal difficulty. Probably best to start on easy or very easy. Since I don't really know what I'm doing, but we'll do this anyway. Continue on, and I'll pause while the map generates. Alright. So the overly loud and not adjustable cutscene basically was telling me we're in South America, we're struggling, there's criminal bands everywhere, blah blah blah. Governor, we're located in South America and our situation, as stated before, is quite precarious. Before taking any steps to combat the issue, we must ensure we have enough people to get started. City. Alright. So, what does this look like? Got a lot of salvageables in your area. We got gold. Okay, I'm not sure what I can do with that directly. Copper, zinc, clay, galena. Can I even quarry it? There it is. Morale 10. Development level morale. Oh, okay, so that, yeah, it's gonna be a while. Damn, easy money. Ooh, good, good. Water. water right away. Makes sense, seeing as how we're right next to the shore. That last map that I was on, the one with the more land space, I didn't care for that at all because water was way, way far away. Got gravel there. That's okay. We got coal. We'll need that. Iron would be nice. We got copper. We got brick. Oh, clay for brick. Galena for limestone for, I'm assuming, concrete. Quartz. Okay. Iron. Iron's on the opposite side. I don't think we can go through the tunnel here. Oh, let's find out. No. I mean, it looks like it, but does it make a tunnel? I'm going to say no. I mean, I guess there's one way to find out. It's just to draw a road and do it. It's not going to let me, though. It's showing red. Yeah, no, it didn't. Absolutely didn't do that. Where is destruction? And you cannot drag to destroy. That's fun. There you go. Okay. Well, crap. That's not good at all. Let's go check elsewhere. Okay, first of all, let's orient to the map. I don't know why the map is oriented east. When you like the camera is oriented east when the map is oriented in the opposite direction. It's kind of a weird choice. Normally, when you start, up is north. In most games, get a lot of water, limestone. Oh, are you for real? Crude oil. Well, yep, copper. Yeah, that looks to be. That's all quartz. Well, that's going to be a pain in my ass. I guess it won't be too bad. We just got to connect a road to it. And the universality of the warehouses will allow me to deliver it elsewhere. So we can just set up a warehouse here, a depot, then we'll have it go. But that's annoying. I'm going to have to drag a big-ass road all around this mountain. So, I guess we developed the city up here. Now, unfortunately, I can't just move this. The one thing you can't move is the town center for some reason. I mean, it doesn't have its own delivery radius, so I'm not really sure why you can't move it. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. I guess maybe it's for the AI when it comes to attack you and is going for your town hall. It needs to know. Oh, there's iron. Good. It's still far away, but it's closer. Okay. Good. We'll need that for steel. One of the missions early on, I'm assuming it'll be the same. One of the early missions was for guns. Okay, so let's start out. Now, during the tutorial, I'd said that a good strategy I felt was going to be putting depots down and then kind of building around those. And I tried that on my previous little test, and out of resources. So I think maybe the best thing to do is just build around your town center and then move things as you wish to expand your town. So first thing we need is a large population, and we're just going to put down a bunch of people. I'm going to put those down in the back here. These are 30 apiece, so we need 4 of them, and we will get a little, come on, little neighborhood square like that. There, we'll start pushing towards this area here. Okay, so right away it gives me 30 people to work with. They are immediately going to need vegetables. Oh, well, where did you move? There. Vegetables and bread. Okay. Well, yeah, I think I'll just start building around the place. And like I said, we'll move as we need more room. Because it costs resources to do all this crap. There we go. Farm. Tell you what. No, we'll need housing sooner than we think, so let's actually not do that. Do that right there for vegetables, and then we'll get... Right. I'm going to run out of plywood real damn fast, so actually that's the next thing I need to work on. Which is... Well, there's that, but I need forestry. All right. Okay. We'll get the forestry building in. We'll drag some roads out. We'll get a lumber yard. We'll do two. We'll do two. I'm going to need it, like, immediately. There's no depot nearby. Okay. I think the basic setup is good. Let's go. We'll start building up that utility here. Insufficient workforce. Well, it'll grow. We've got housing. Yeah. So we just need to wait. Enemy army could be nearby in Pampas. Oh, we're in Pampas. Okay. I was in Patagonia before, so I guess it just randomly sets you down in one of these. Well, I guess on the one hand that's good, because it means that these guys can't get to me, but on the other hand it's now given me... well, actually, this is better, because in Patagonia you have 1, 2, 3, 4 connecting, and now I've only got 2. It's halved the number of people that potentially, maybe that's what it's talking about, 18th Battalion right there. 44th Battalion. People who can invade me. Of sea routes. Now, I don't know, maybe those connect all across the ocean? Task is completed, Governor. We've accommodated the survivors from the surrounding areas. Now we can start thinking about our next steps. Alright, letter of introduction. Letter bears a forgotten mark of the central government. It's faded, but its regality reminds you of a different time, one before the Great War. Greetings, Governor. I hope this letter finds you well. As you are already familiar with the situation, I will not bore you with small details. We, the remnants of the government that are desperately trying to keep a semblance of normalcy, are waging war on the criminal scum known as the cartel. They've taken advantage of this situation and made their base here, developing their criminal activities. If we're going to work together, I hope you'll help us fight. Help us in our fight for this region is going to return to normal times and achieve prosperity. There can be no crime whatsoever. And then we get another one. The letter bears no mark. Or does it contain an identification? There's only one thing that's written on it. For the Governor. Now, those goody two-shoes tried to poach you immediately, didn't they? We presumed as much. Hello, Governor. Both of us are businessmen, so let's skip the pleasantry. As the government, tell me, what good have they done in recent years? Have you seen the poverty-stricken people, the sick, abandoned children? Yes, you have, and we have as well. In fact, we are those abandoned people who have banded together and now enjoy life as we see fit. To hell with rules and constraints, we live life freely. Now, if you wish to cooperate, contact us. We'll be waiting. Governor, both sides have made their introduction and they're expecting your answer. The moment we engage one, the other faction will consider us an enemy. But we should we choose to march alone, we'll require some delicate diplomacy until we are ready to act promptly. Delicate's my middle name. I'll negotiate with a faction of your choice on your behalf, Governor, if you choose to work with one of them. If not, I'll dance a bit with them until they drop their guard and consider us insignificant. Okay, let's do that. To each his own. Let's stay clear of this faction thing and focus on ourselves. Took a while, but I managed to convince both interested parties of our insignificance, so they've agreed to leave us alone. Okay, good. Everyone knows what's at stake, and they approve our decision. Good. We might have a problem on our hands, Governor. Our food stores are empty. We do not have the necessary water supplies, and we're out of building materials. I'll leave you to think about the situation. Okay. Good. Great. Get me back to my city, please, where I can slow down time, because I think time was probably going full tilt there. Okay, we have a lot of people now. Good. I want to use those people. I want to use those people to go salvaging. 3 people there, 2 people there, 2 people there. More places out here to take. Scrap, scrap. Well, these are all salvages. They're not repairs, so I won't get free buildings out of them. But anyway, okay. Where are we at right now? Plywood is at 20. That is weaving. What was I looking at? Not that. Oh my, no. Ah, right. So we need bread. Although I think we maybe need to do newspapers first. We've already got some of the wood, so we can do that. Cellulose. Oof, we need a ton more. Ton more. Plus we'll need electricity. Have I unlocked electricity yet? No, because utilities just started. Never mind. Never mind. But, now that I think about it... Fuck me, where is it? Okay, we haven't even developed that yet either. Agriculture hasn't been ready to make bread yet. But we do have the weaver. That also requires electricity. Okay, I guess we're not doing anything just yet. Never mind. Let's use this time then to spend our people going and salvaging materials. Still got people. 5, 3. I suppose one thing I could do is just build a bunch more of these. That would speed up my desperate need for plywood. Also takes 10 people, so we'd put a lot of people to work. Right. Sounds like a smart thing to do. So we'll do it. Don't know about the upkeep costs, though. Is that going to be too much for me? Upkeep is $480 a day. We can afford it. Not super thrilled about it. But anyway, so we got 16 there. It takes 4 apiece to make 10. Hopefully those guys will get on it. New development reached. Utilities, we have electricity. Good. Okay, so let's think about this. Okay, their luxuries are actually going down pretty slow. Well, that's... See, this was the first house. Huh. Well, I guess we did salvage a bunch of stuff, so maybe we got some stuff in tank now. That's why it went up. But we do need to handle it, and it goes down pretty damn fast. Let's grab those. Yeah, let's switch gears. So we're going to need to free up some wood here to get that pulp going. That is not the pulp. Paper mill going. We will also need some more workers. But I think this is one of the first things I should do. I mean, damn. I'll need like 60 new workers for this. Well, that's doable. Okay, those in there. I really don't want to be grabbing all this right now, but let's see. Cellulose factory. Well, if I dragged road in here. Now that's going to require electricity as well, so let's... Negative energy, yeah. Let's just get everything down first. So the paper... I don't have the freaking... Don't have materials that I need to do that. We need to change some of these into lumber, because now those only require 2. So there's my 4 for these guys, but they still need the electricity. We'll get the... there. Well, I'm going to need like 2 windmills to generate enough electricity for all of these. Which unfortunately also cuts down my production of the plywood that I desperately need, so really maybe just doing one of these specifically for plywood is a smarter choice. Okay, we needed to produce some lumber anyway, so we already got a head start on that. There's my much needed plywood. That's not what I want. Paper mill. Takes it directly from here. And the printing press. Does not have enough plywood. And now it wants me to provide 2 working water pumps. Alright. I would like to get this thing done first before I forget. Good. Alright. So now at least we have 1 food source and 1 luxury source. Hopefully that will keep them a little happier. Let's get this water going. Utilities, water. I have not made enough utilities yet. Okay, well. You'd think water would be more important than electricity, but what do I know? New development reached in utilities. No, agriculture. Damn. And that's getting close. Level 2 in agriculture gives me bakery and flour mill. Okay, so we can start on that, I guess. What do they require? No electricity, though. That's good. I don't have enough plywood. But does fit there, but it's not great to do that. So why wouldn't you take directly from here? Oh, because it's not a freaking... it's a vegetable. It's a vegetable, dummy. It's not a grain. Alright. I'll just make a mess. Spread this out. My concern is that this is going to be such a mess, I'm not going to want to undo it. I won't want to spend the time to make it pretty. I got 35 people there. I'm always in the wrong damn tab. It's not the right tab either. Neither is that. Okay. Flour. 30 people. Bakery could go there. It doesn't fit either. What if I did it that way and then had the road come on in? That'll work. First things first, I need a bakery. Really? The road being that far away? That is ridiculous. Let's talk about how stupid this is. The entrance to this thing is right here. The road, being here, is not close enough to get direct delivery from here. It has to be here. Which is 1, 2... Oh, I can't see when I don't... Anything selected? Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As opposed to 12, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13? Give me a break. Whatever. Let's go ahead and connect that up and then maybe just do like a thing there. Fine. Good. I do not have the people for that. Just go ahead and give us 2. Then that will take care of the second food need, which is going down, but it's now +4. Newspapers +7. We need to work on clothes. But first, let's go do this water pump thing. So I believe that is next necessary for the cotton. Cotton plantations need a lot of water. Pump there. And water pump there. Go. Q. Good, we managed to do it on our own. You have my thanks, Governor, for not doing business with those people. They don't seem all right to me. Right, all this sounds fine and dandy, but what if they decide we're so insignificant that they can just march in? I think not. Some pea shooters would do the trick. Oh, and don't forget the peas, too. Yeah, now it's the handguns. And the handguns are a crazy chain here. We need to do iron mining, and I believe coal, which... Okay, I have unlocked coal. So coal and iron then leads into the smelter to make steel, and then military buildings? Factory to make handguns is lumber and steel. So we're making lumber already. But then I'm pretty sure we're also going to need ammo for those guns. So then we've got the cellulose, which needs these brass. And the brass comes from what? Copper and zinc? It's not that. Smelter. Brass, copper, and zinc. Yeah, so like... I mean, it'll have me make the guns, but I'm pretty sure the next thing is going to be make ammunition. Yeah, it's right there, actually. Produce 35 ammunition at the end of that. So next, we got to figure out where the hell that's all going to be. Whoops. Don't do that just yet. Because we got water, water, water. So there's the iron up here we're going to need for the steel, but then I got to go find myself the coal, which was... where again? Wasn't nearby, I don't think. Oh, yeah, it was across the... No, it wasn't. It's gravel. Coal. Coal's way down here. Okay. So, like, basically I'd be making... This would be a situation where I would absolutely just build a warehouse down here and then bridge over, then make a long road that connects up there. And then just have, like, the distribution networks provide me, because, I mean, the same thing here. It's just too far. So I'd have to pick one and then just make that the center of where I produce things. But we do have a lot of valuables that I can come and salvage. I've got a lot of people still that can be used. So that's something. Guess there's a road path there if I didn't want to build a bridge. I assume building a bridge costs a lot more. It cost me 12 in plywood. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, whatever. So that's the cost there. Yeah, copper, quartz. I gotta find the zinc. Whatever. Okay, well, I'll take a look at the map. Sure would be nice if we could take that oil and turn it into money. But, well, you know, we can. We can do that. I forget where it is, though. Where's the trade? Did we not unlock the trade yet, maybe? Marketplace? I don't even know where that is. I don't remember. That's not that. Trade buildings. Oh, okay. Yeah. We could build it. We could build the market right now, which would allow me to sell some of my excess. What exactly do I have in excess? I mean, not a lot, anyway. Not enough that I'd be comfortable just getting rid of it. Okay, lumber. We got a ton of lumber. Something tells me, though, that the next level of buildings are going to require more lumber than plywood. I might be wrong about that, but I don't know. Anyway, I think I'll end this one here. At least my people now should, except for the whole clothing thing, which is something we gotta get next. We'll build a whole clothing scenario out here. Well, actually, I could still build it within this radius, and then it would all just be around these trucks. I might want to upgrade that. I can add another loading ramp. Not yet, I can't. I haven't reached Transport 3, of course. Of course I haven't. Not even close. But once I do, then I can add another truck, which I may need. I guess I got there faster last time. And in my test game, I must have got there faster because I was building transport hubs everywhere. So I had like 3 at the beginning, and they were, of course, transporting everything. I had one for the ag and one for the newspaper and all that stuff. So just by sheer weight of the trucks that were moving, I advanced that much faster. I guess that's probably an interesting idea, maybe, for a strategy. I'm sure there's a build order that would make that efficient, because, you know, this not only takes materials, but also requires a lot of people. So that was a thing that I was running into immediately, was that I needed a lot more people. When you build it compact like this, then, you know, it's more efficient. You don't need as much. But if you were playing this like on hard and you really had to race the computer, I mean, maybe something like that strategy of just building more to make more would make more sense. Like, having 4 of these is probably advancing my utilities far faster than it would otherwise, just because we're constantly making lumber and plywood. I'm not sure how I feel about that as a mechanic, frankly. It's the use to increase, because then it really does just incentivize you to make more of one thing and just hammer it out. And then you could use the market to sell your excess. Maybe that's a legitimate strategy. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do, now that I think about it. Anyway, I'll end this one here. See you next time.